Hello everyone, this is Liz. This is my Let's Play of Dragon Age Origins. This is part 4. Just to remind everyone, this is full of spoilers. Don't watch it unless you want to be spoiled for Dragon Age Origins and possibly the other games. Let's go.
Many have already gone to Ostagar. Wynne, Aldred, and most of the senior mages. We've committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own? Since when have you felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor? Or are you afraid to let the mages out from under Chantry supervision, where they can actually use their Maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please. Irving, someone is here to see you.
First Enchanter Irving, and also the head of the Templars over here. I forget his name. First, you sent for me.
Ah, if it isn't our new brother in the circle. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is he.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
Of course. Well, and where was I? Oh, yes, this is Duncan of the Grey Wardens.
Me and the First Enchanter have showed up in the same dress. Pleased to meet you.
You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the King's army at Ostagar.
I would like to defend Ferelden.
With the Darkspawn invading, we need all the help we can get, especially from the Circle.
That's all you wanted to tell me?
Of course not. I wished to congratulate you on a successful end to last night's ordeal. The harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim. You are officially a mage within the Circle of Magi.
Okay, so phylactery. I'm just gonna choose it and he'll explain it.
You may not remember, but blood was taken from you when you first came to us. This blood is preserved within a phylactery.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the Circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them.
I'm glad to be part of the Circle.
It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours.
I'd prefer to talk now.
Impetuousness is ever the province of youth, I see.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child?
Why not? It would be my pleasure.
The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
Gregor is the head of the Templars. They were arguing about, well, what they were arguing about when you walked in the room is that they've sent a lot of mages to Ostagar where they're going to fight the Darkspawn that turn up. And Gregor was saying, Duncan here was saying, hey, we want more mages. And Gregor said, hey, we've sent enough mages. And then Irving, which is kind of unfair, said, oh, now you're on the side of the mages, are you? So that was what we saw them arguing about. I'm gonna look at this pile of books. A discussion of blood magic. I've already spoken about blood magic, so I don't think we really need to talk about that. Okay, we've already talked to First Enchanter. He's not going to let me upstairs, so I'm going to go ahead and backward. I think I've already picked up everything in these rooms, so I'm just going to hop around the circle. Cullen is still here. I bet he doesn't talk anymore.
I hope you are well.
Yep. A little bit of a shame. I love Cullen. Alright. Here's his quarters. We get to talk to our friend, the
Thank
Grey
you
Warden
for
again.
escorting me.
Let's talk to Duncan and see what he has to say.
Is there something else I can do for you?
What's happening outside the tower?
Ah, I imagine you don't leave very often, do you?
Apprentices are not allowed to leave.
I am not a good source of news, I fear. I am preoccupied with the Darkspawn incursion.
Okay, let's talk about the Darkspawn incursion. Let's see. Oh, how many mages have joined the King's army?
When the king sent out the call, the Circle of Ferelden sent only 7 mages to Ostagar. I asked King Kaelin's permission to come and seek a greater commitment from the Circle.
That's what you heard them arguing about. 7 is quite a few. Why didn't the king come himself? He's probably busy. How many mages could you possibly need?
I hope to place a mage or 2 within every contingent. I cannot do with just 7. Mages will make all the difference in this battle. The Darkspawn have their own magic, and our resources must exceed theirs.
Will you fight with the king?
Of course, but I am no mage. Mages heal. They can call fire and ice down upon the enemy, and so much more. I sometimes wonder if the Chantry's many laws regarding magic are necessary. Darkspawn are a greater threat than blood mages, even abominations. It takes decades for the world to recover from a blight. I wish the Chantry could see that. We must stop at nothing to defeat the Darkspawn. Listen to me. An old man's rantings can't be very interesting.
See, I don't know if I agree with him, because one demon can turn an entire village into dust, whereas it takes quite a few Darkspawn to do that. So basically, if you had as many demons as you had Darkspawn, I think demons would way overwhelm the Darkspawn. Okay. I learned much from what you said.
You are too kind.
Can you tell me more about Grey Wardens and Darkspawn?
Certainly. I am intimately familiar with these subjects after all.
Okay, have there been many Darkspawn attacks?
A horde has formed within the Korkari Wilds in the south. If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde.
What's an archdemon?
Darkspawn do attack the surface in ragtag bands, but archdemons are capable of rallying the Darkspawn, turning them into an unstoppable force. A horde of Darkspawn, a veritable army. It is dire news indeed. I fear this is what we will have to face.
I've heard about Darkspawn sightings, but an entire
They
horde?
usually move around in small groups, but there are always more of them, lurking underground, biding their time.
Why were Irving and Gregor arguing about the war? I have already told you that, but let's see what he has to say about it.
It is not my place to comment.
Please, I'd like to know. That's why I put all these points in Persuade.
Gregor serves the Chantry, and the relationship between the Chantry and mages has always been strained. You've realized by now that the Chantry merely tolerates magic? They watch only because they feel they must.
Yes, but they were arguing about the war.
Any mages who join the King's army can unleash their full power on the Darkspawn. In fact, I'm counting on it. Gregor may be afraid of what will happen. What if the mages decide they no longer want to be governed by the Chantry?
That would be bad. What are your opinions on the matter?
I believe we must defeat the Darkspawn, one
Yeah.
way or another. My opinions end there.
Duncan is pretty straightforward. I'd like to talk more, but I have duties to attend to.
Of course. Don't let me keep you.
So we get a codex about Darkspawn. Darkspawn is are part of the cataclysm that happened when the magisters from Tevinter went into the Golden City and turned it black. They came back, they were twisted, and as a result, Darkspawn were leashed upon the world. Okay. Over here is Jowen. As you can tell, I don't particularly like Jowen, but let's go talk to him. Hello.
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving?
I think I am for now.
I need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning?
Of course I do.
We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here.
You seem a little on edge.
I've been troubled. I'll explain. Come with me, please.
Well, we can't get out of this, so let's go talk to Jowen.
We should be safe here.
You realize there's a priest standing right here.
Not a priest. I am merely an initiate.
Jowen, what's going on?
A few months ago, I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily.
An initiate? That's forbidden. This fat cow is your lover. Nah, we'll go with the forbidden thing.
So you can see why we wish to keep it a secret.
Lily's been given to the Chantry. She's not allowed to have relations with men. If anyone finds out, we'll both be in trouble.
Now, I don't know if I believe this either. They're not all nuns. I think that, this may be, I don't know. We'll see. Well, I'm gonna think about this. Let's see. So, okay. Did you bring me here just to talk about your affair? Yeah, let's pick that one.
I wish that was the only thing I needed to talk about. Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my harrowing? I know why. They're going to make me tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All gone.
Well, if you can't feel, you can't feel sad about it.
That makes it so much worse, doesn't it? Not knowing how much you have lost.
They'll extinguish my humanity. I'll just be a husk, breathing and existing, but not truly living.
You know, if I was in his shoes, I would feel bad too. I would feel really upset about the whole thing. But I wouldn't sit there and whine, and I wouldn't also make off with somebody I shouldn't. I have no sympathy for Jowen, I'm sorry. How did you find out about this?
I saw the document on Gregor's table. It authorized the right on Jowen, and Irving had signed it.
You snooped on Irving's table. Oh, that's terrible. What are you gonna do?
I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend.
Wait a minute, I think I overlooked something here. They said something about a phylactery, and they sent... So did they take his blood before? Oh, I think they take all the Initiate's blood at the time that they get there, but then they send the Initiate's blood to Denerim once they're in the circle. I think that's what happens. I need to think this over.
I suppose that's fair. But please, give us your answers soon. Time is running out.
No chance. Okay, so what's the quests today? You can choose to help Jowen and Lily, but you could also consider alerting the Circle to their plan. You know what I'm gonna do? First, there's... anything over there, but... I'm gonna alert the circle to their plan because I really don't like Jowen. And I'll turn around here. There's an exclamation mark over here. I'm gonna see what's up.
Yes?
What's that door over there?
That leads to the Circle's cavern storerooms. There are caves running through the rock that the Circle is built upon. But of course, you know this.
Can I look inside the cavern?
No, I can't let anyone in there just now.
Why?
There are just things in there that I would prefer to keep safe.
Keep safe. Aren't the circle stores meant to be used?
Yes, but I am in the midst of stock taking, checking inventory, and I can't let anyone in there in case they mess things up. Yes.
So why are you out here and not in there?
Because I am taking a break. I hate the musty smell of caves, and Look, I'll tell you the truth. Just keep it to yourself. There is an infestation of spiders in the caves. I don't know how they got in there, but it's probably my fault. I was promoted to senior enchanter less than a fortnight ago, and I don't want anyone to find out. They'll think I'm incompetent.
Oh, do you need any help?
I could use some, I'm sure. I've been too busy with my new duties. I haven't been able to deal with the spiders. If you cleared them out for me, I would owe you a favor. A big one.
Alright, I'll do it.
Wonderful. Here is the key. Oh, and be careful in there. I'd really like to keep the damage done to the Circle's property to a minimum.
You know, that reminds me, this mage over here said something that he was talking to Owain about. I'm gonna go back to Owain and see if he has anything to say about this. I think it was Cinnamon or Cinnabar.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you? The stockroom is not a shop. Your mentor should have clarified this. The stockroom stores components used in magical and alchemical experiments. Do you require something?
Sugar. Okay, I don't need anything.
Very well. Goodbye.
But he did say something about... there's nothing in there I can see. Let's go back and ask him what he had to say. I know this is probably nothing, but I just wanted to check with him again.
Don't you have something better to do?
Yeah, I don't think that actually... It doesn't... It's not a quest or anything, it's just... Right. I'm gonna run off and talk to... Oh, there's another... First Enchanter Irving. I'm gonna speak to him.
I trust you saw Duncan back to his quarters?
I did indeed. Of course, First Enchanter.
I'm glad you met him. He's a most honorable man.
We spoke a little.
I'm glad you did. He must have told you about the Grey Wardens. We can learn much from them. Now, did you need something?
Ooh, why do you have books on blood magic on your desk?
I've removed them from the library. I was advised it might be unwise to leave them where any apprentice may read them. They will be put away somewhere very safe. Now, is there anything else?
Jowen says he's gonna be made tranquil.
And how does he know this? I suppose the young initiate he dallies about with revealed it to him. You think I didn't know? I did not become First Enchanter by keeping my eyes and ears shut.
Then you must know that Jowen plans to escape the circle.
Oh, interesting. What more do you know?
I know he plans to destroy his phylactery.
And I suppose his lady friend is involved?
She
Yes,
is.
she must be helping him. She would know more about the repository than he would. Do you know anything else?
No, Lily has a plan.
I suspected Lily would tell him of the impending rite if she found out. But I never expected they would have the gall to break into the repository.
I never approved of Jowen's actions.
Reporting him to Gregor and the Templars will accomplish nothing beyond what's already planned. If the Circle must punish one of its own, I will see the Chantry done the same courtesy. Lily will not walk free while my apprentice suffers.
You could just tell them that she's involved.
If we mention her involvement, the Chantry will say that she was framed. No, she must be caught in the act.
You're using Lily to get back at the Chantry?
If you want to survive, you must learn the rules and realize that sometimes sacrifices are necessary. Jowen will become tranquil, but Lily must also face the consequences of her actions. How did you learn of their plan? Do they trust you?
Jowen told me their intentions, so I don't know the plan.
Then do this. Learn the plan and offer to help carry out their scheme. With solid proof of their crime, we can act.
I will do as you ask.
Go. Convince them you will risk all for their cause. I will be outside the repository with a contingent of Templars. Let them see the mischief into which their initiate led our student. Perform well, and your dedication will be rewarded.
Yeah, it sounds a bit heartless to grass up my fellow mage like I did, but okay, there's another one. I think I'll go take care of those spiders actually, and then we'll see what happens with the rest of it. It seems heartless, but I have a couple reasons. One, Jowen here, wherever he is, over there. He's whiny. He just whinges all the time. I just can't stand it. Another one is I have far more sympathy with the Circle than I do with apostates. I really think that apostate mages are going to damage the entire world. And I know it's not a very sympathetic way to look at it, but if you look at the effects of a mage that is taken over by a that's not as good. Not as good. Not as good. If you look at the effects of a mage that has been taken over by a demon, you'll understand why I would do that. Yeah, they could, like the Magisters destroyed Maker City. Those are mages that don't have the help of the Circle. Magic stuff, 1 magic, 2 spell power. I think it's much of a muchness. We'll just keep with what we've got. Novice Dreamer Room and Spirit Charm. Take. Spell later. So, yeah, I don't have very much sympathy with mages who try to get out of the Chantry control. think it makes a loop. We'll just turn to the left. Turn to the left. Because one mage under the influence of a demon can have hugely bad.
Very well.
Let's try this walking bomb. How do mine and how about some magic? That's him explaining. That's cool. Codex updated. It's a giant spider. Yes. The Codex tells you about the giant spiders. If you want to know more, look it up. I mean, it's a giant spider. I don't know.
Get off!
Wait. What to say about that? That thing is really annoying. Oh. I love the walking bomb. It's amazing. That's amazing. Okay.
Don't give them the advantage!
Give me 10 copper coins. Fantastic.
As you say.
The magic stuff, which I won't use. Oh, finding in this barrel. Blake Vellum! Wow, my favorite. And more spiders.
There is no glory in bloodshed!
Fabulous. That's gonna be a lot handier when there's more than just one spider. Spider to the left of me, or is it... Yeah, just the one.
Quickly, we must fight!
It actually doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It's the effect afterward that's the great thing. Okay, a locked object. You might be able to pick the lock if your skill is high enough, or you might need to locate a key through adventure or negotiation. Well, that would be true, but I did download a mod. I'm not sure if it's going to work in this case. More Blinkville. Yes. I downloaded a mod that would let me just bust open chests. That's just not fair. God damn it.
Begun.
Fights, I take a look at my mana and my health. I keep my eye on that constantly up to the upper left.
It shall be done.
And it recovers over time. Still got a couple spiders left here. Yep. Oh. Isn't that cool? Okay, walking bomb time. I'll get that one. Yeah, it almost took off all the health of this other giant spider. Fantastic. Well, I'm pleased with that. This is why I wanted to play a mage. It's so much more fun than just hitting it with a stick.
As you say.
Buckle of the Winds. 3 defense. I like cunning better, so I'm gonna keep the one I've got on. But I can always sell it later. Let's see where am I at in the map. If I wanted to return to the beginning, I would turn right. Otherwise, I go down this passage. I can't go down this passage. Okay, there's nothing there. There must be another spider up here because the the quest didn't update. Now, it does hurt me when it explodes, but not as bad.
As you say.
Well, I'll take a look at that. Novice flame room and lyric potion. Can't really do anything with the runes at the moment, but it's good to hang on to them. Did you see the quest updated? That means I've murdered all the spiders, then I can go and collect my reward.
You're back! Are the spiders gone?
I've dealt with your infestation.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful. You've saved my hide, I'm sure. And I owe you a favor, so if you need anything, I'll be here.
Keeping the creepy crawlies away.
Exactly. I'll be here, keeping the crawlies away.
Quest updated. The Aura has promised you a favor for dealing with the infestation. Okay, what sort of favor would I need? I don't have anything else in my thing to do. And I don't think... Yeah, I can't go downstairs. I need to actually go downstairs. You know what? I will pop downstairs real quick and see if anything has showed up in the apprentice quarters. I don't think so. This might just be a... Hello, Cullen. This might just be a fool's errand, but we'll... I feel like doing it. Oh, that's a senior tangent. Okay. Wayne. Downstairs we go.
Very well.
Anything on the map? No. Okay, so I have to speak to Jowan now. And what's the quickest way of getting there? Go to my right. Alright, let's talk to this idiot.
Are you going to help us?
Circumstances are different now. I'm ready to help. That's not suspicious at all.
Thank you. We will never forget this.
So what do you intend to do?
I can get us into the repository, but there is a problem. There are 2 locks on the phylactery chamber door. The first enchanter and knight commander each hold 1 key. But it is just a door. There is power enough in this place to destroy all of Ferelden. What's a door to mages?
Can't be that easy.
What if it is? We have to try. I once saw a rod of fire melt through a lock. You could get one from the stockroom, but Owain doesn't release such things to apprentices.
I'll go to the stockroom and retrieve this rod. I think that's probably to do with the favor that lady promised me.
We should stay here. 1 mage at the stockroom will attract less attention than a mage, an apprentice, and an initiate.
So I have to do all the dirty work.
I'd go with you, but it would look suspicious.
Yeah.
Good luck. Our prayers go with you.
Annoying. Her cheeks are some of the worst in Dragon Age. Okay, so we're gonna go speak to that wonderful... Wait. Ah.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
I need a rod of fire. He's not gonna give it to me. He's gonna say, give me a note from somebody.
Rods of fire serve many purposes. Why do you wish to acquire this particular item?
I need the rod for my research into burning things.
Here is the form, Request for Rod of Fire. Have it signed and dated by a senior enchanter. I will release a rod to you once I have the signed form.
I will be back
Thank
shortly.
you.
Yep, so I needed that favor from the, Leora.
It's good to see you again.
You owe me a favor. How about signing this?
A rod of fire? Oh, sure, I could sign that. What would it hurt?
What could it hurt?
Right. There you go. How's that?
Excellent, thank you.
It was a pleasure. You'll go far in the circle, I bet.
Okay, Owen. Cough up the rod of fire.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
Here's a signed form for the rod of fire.
Everything looks to be in order. Here is the rod you requested.
Yes, not suspicious at all. Okay, so I am going to be right back with part 5.